last night of the fair. I have run this wheel in 19 towns from April to the fall, and this is the one I hate to tear down most of all. The bulbs go on at 7 and the whole field starts to roar. The Ferris wheel turns once more. We came in Tuesday morning with 11 trucks and dust. The lot was cut alfalfa and it smelled like it was mowed. By Wednesday there were lights up where there wasn't anything, and a road where there had never been a road. The Ferris wheel turns once more above the county and the corn. 60 feet of colored light on the last night of the fair. I have run this wheel in 19 towns from April to the fall, and this is the one I hate to tear down most of all. The bulbs go on at 7 and the whole field starts to roar. The Ferris wheel turns once more. The wheel goes up in sections like a watch put back together. Every boulder's got a number and I know them all by hand. My father ran the same one when the gondolas were wood, and the paint says 1960 on the stand. Kids come running early and they ride it 7 times. The old ones come at dusk and they go slow up to the top. They point out where they live from there, a light out past the grain, and they never seem to want the thing to stop. The Ferris wheel turns once more above the county and the corn. 60 feet of colored light on the last night of the fair. I have run this wheel in 19 towns from April to the fall, and this is the one I hate to tear down most of all. The bulbs go on at 7 and the whole field starts to roar. The Ferris wheel turns once more. There's a moment around 10 o'clock when everything is going. The music from the carousel is fighting with the ride. The griddle smoke goes sideways and the wheel is full of kids, and I stand there at the lever full of pride. It don't matter that the paint is old, it don't matter what it cost, it don't matter that I'll do it all again. For about a half an hour on the last night of the fair, this whole field is the finest place I've been. Trucks. The field will just be stubble and a ring of flattened ground. Some kid will ride his bicycle out here and stand and look at 100 feet of nothing making no sound. The Ferris wheel turns once more above the county and the corn. 60 feet of colored light on the last night of the fair. I have run this wheel in 19 towns from April to the fall, and this is the one I hate to tear down most of all. Bulbs go on at 7 and the whole field starts to roar. The Ferris wheel turns once more. The county goes to bed out there in squares of yellow light. The wheel comes down to walking speed and slows. I take the last 4 riders and I hold them at the top for a minute more than anybody knows. Tickets torn in half and falling like the leaves in fall. Red will get the Midway, blue will get you on them all. The Hendricks boys come running with their money in their socks, and the whole town's coming up the gravel walk. The gate man's got a stamp for anybody stepping out. Tickets torn in half, and that's the sound The line starts at the highway and it's 4 across and slow. Pickups in the pasture parked in rows that no one planned. A deputy's waving with a flashlight in the dust, and the Ferris taking dollars out of hands. Tickets torn in half and falling like the leaves in fall. Red will get the Midway, blue will get you on them all. The Hendricks boys come running with their money in their socks, and the whole town's coming up the gravel walk. The gate man's got a stamp for anybody stepping out. Tickets torn in half, and that's the sound. Old Halverson has come here every year since '53. He buys the family pass and then he never rides a thing. He walks the whole Midway and eats 1 caramel apple, and he stands and watches everybody swing. Tickets torn in half and falling like the leaves in fall. Red will get the Midway, blue will get you on them all. The Hendricks boys come running with their money in their socks, and the whole town's coming up the gravel walk. The gate man's got a stamp for anybody stepping out. Tickets torn in half, and that's the sound. There's a boy with $40 mowing lawn since June. He's got it in an envelope and half of it is ones. He'll be broke by 9 o'clock and happier than kings, and tomorrow he'll be back for what he won. Tickets torn in half and falling like the leaves in fall. Red will get the Midway, blue will get you on them all. The Hendricks boys come running with their money in their socks, and the whole town's coming up the gravel walk. The gate man's got a stamp for anybody stepping out. Tickets torn in half, and that's the sound. You can tell a lot about a town by how they come in through the gate. Some of them come armored with a look that says they're wise. Some come with their whole month's money and their hair combed flat, and a kid up on their shoulders with the eyes. This town's a good one, always was. They come in like it's church. They say thank you at the gate and mean it too. I've worked the ones that spit at you and steal the prize bears blind, and I remember every decent town I knew. Tickets are the same ones that we printed up in May. 15,000 red and half as many blue. By Sunday they'll be everywhere, ground into the dirt. Like a paper snow the tractor has to chew. Tickets torn in half and falling like the leaves in fall. Red will get the Midway, blue will get you on them all. The Hendricks boys come running with their money in their socks, and the whole town's coming up the gravel walk. The gate man's got a stamp for anybody stepping out. Tickets torn in half, and that's the sound. By 8 the gate is quiet and the field is full of noise. The stamp pad's dry and I have run it down. There's a pile of paper halves against the fence post like a drift, and the whole thing smells like sugar and July. he'll tell you it is fair. The sights are bent a hair to the left on every gun, and he'll tell you that himself before you're done. He gives the bears away to anybody making 2. 3 shots for $1, and it's true. The pellets hit the tin ducks with a sound like sleet on glass. There's a bell up in the corner that he's had since '59. He's repainted every target more times than he can say, and they're thicker with the paint than with the tin. Odell has run the shooting gallery since Truman had the chair. 3 shots for $1, and he'll tell you it is fair. The sights are bent a hair to the left on every gun, and he'll tell you that himself before you're done. He gives the bears away to anybody making 2. 3 shots for $1, and it's true. He's got a stool he doesn't use, and a fan that only turns, a cash box with a rubber band and stamps in it from June. He'll spot a kid who can't afford it, and he'll set the gun up right, and that kid goes home with something for the room. Odell has run the shooting gallery since Truman had the chair. 3 shots for $1, and I'll tell you it is fair. The sights are bent a hair to the left on every gun, and he'll tell you that himself before you're done. He gives the bears away to anybody making 2. 3 shots for $1, and it's true. He tells everybody plainly that the sights are all a little off, and nobody believes him, so he says it once again. It's the only honest gallery from here to Amarillo, and he's never made $1 off a friend. Odell has run the shooting gallery since Truman had the chair. 3 shots for $1, and he'll tell you it is fair. The sights are bent a hair to the left on every gun, and he'll tell you that himself before you're done. He gives the bears away to anybody making 2. 3 shots for $1, and it's true. There's a way to run a game that keeps a town from hating you, and there's a way that empties pockets and burns bridges to the ground. Del has come back 30 years to the same 8 county fairs, and they save the corner spot for him downtown. The ones who cheat are gone in 3. They change their names and go. They work the ones that don't know any better. Del will hand a bear to somebody who never hit a duck, and that is why he's never out of luck. He fought somewhere in the 40s, and he doesn't talk it through. He can put 10 out of 10 up in the middle if he tries. He does it once a night for anybody making noise, and then he hands gives the bears away to anybody making two. 3 shots for $1. And it's true. The gallery goes dark at 11, the canvas coming down. He counts it out and most of it is ones. The bears he has left over go back in the same old crate, and he oils every one of the guns. Down the hill below the lights, there is a long tin roof. A ribbon in the livestock barn is what a whole year proves. A boy's been up since 4 with a bucket and a comb. He has walked that heifer every night at home. Purple takes the county, blue and red go on the wall, and a ribbon in the barn is worth it all. The barn smells like the summer did, and every year I've worked. Straw and iodine and something sweet along the floor. The fans go all night long above the pins down at the end, and somebody's asleep against a door. Down the hill below the lights, there is a long tin roof. A ribbon in the livestock barn is what a whole year proves. A boy has been up since 4 with a bucket and a comb. He has walked that heifer every night at home. Purple takes the county, blue and red go on the wall, and a ribbon in the barn is worth it all. The judge takes 40 minutes and he doesn't say a word. He runs his hand along the back and steps out for the line. 12 kids in their whitest shirts are standing at attention, and every one of them believes he's fine. Down the hill below the lights, there is a long tin roof. A ribbon in the livestock barn is what a whole year proves. A boy has been up since 4 with a bucket and a comb. He has walked that heifer every night at home. Purple takes the county, blue and red go on the wall, and a ribbon in the barn is worth it all. The purple goes to somebody who's shown here since the 4th grade. The boy with the good heifer takes the red and shakes his hand. His father's in the bleachers and he doesn't make a sound, just a nod which the boy will understand. Down the hill below the lights, there is a long tin roof. A ribbon in the livestock barn is what a whole year proves. A boy has been up since 4 with a bucket and a comb. He has walked that heifer every night at home. Purple takes the county, blue and red go on the wall, it all. Up the hill they're paying money for a minute on a ride. Down here they've been at it since the ground came out of freeze. Feeding water every day at 5, and a walk around the pasture in the breeze. Nobody films it, nobody claps. There isn't any prize except a strip of cloth stapled to a board. But if you want to know what this whole county's really made of, it is down here in the barn and not the roar. The animals get sold on Sunday, most of them for meat. Everybody knows it going in, the kids know it the best. They cry a little Saturday, and then they sign the book, and they pick another calf out with the rest. Down the hill below the lights, there is a long tin roof. A ribbon in the livestock barn is what a whole year proves. A boy has been up since 4 with a bucket and a comb. He has walked that heifer every night at home. Purple takes the county, blue and red go on the wall, and a ribbon in the barn is worth it all. The lights go off at midnight, and the fans stay on all night. The boy sleeps in the straw beside the pen. His father wakes him up at 2 and walks him to the truck, and they'll be back at 5:30 again. The ceiling of the bumper car tent is nothing but a grid. Sparks off the bumper cars come down like weather in the dark. Blue and quick and falling on the kids that never flinch. The floor is slick, the music's up an inch. The whole tent smells like ozone and the paint is off the rails. Sparks off the bumper cars, and no one bails. It's the oldest ride we've gotten, it's the one that never quits. 19 cars and 14 of them run. The pedals stick, the wheels are flat, the padding's coming out, and there's nothing on the lot that's as much fun. The ceiling of the bumper car tent is nothing but a grid. Sparks off the bumper cars come down like weather in the dark. Blue and quick and falling on the kids that never flinch. The floor is slick, the music's up an inch. The whole tent smells like ozone and the paint is off the rails. Sparks off the bumper cars, and no one bails. For an hour after supper, it is empty as a church. 2 kids going in slow circles, bumping soft. The music's down, the lights are up. I'm sitting on the rail and I let them have it. 20 minutes off. The ceiling of the bumper car tent is nothing but a grid. Sparks off the bumper cars come down like weather in the dark. Sparks off the bumper cars, and no one bails. Out somewhere, and they come in like a wave. 20 of them all at once, and every car is full. The sparks come off the ceiling, and the whole tent starts to shake. And I turn the music up until it's full. The ceiling of the bumper car tent is nothing but a grid. Sparks off the bumper cars come down like weather in the dark. Blue and quick and falling on the kids that never flinch. The floor is slick, the music's up an inch. The whole tent smells like ozone and the paint is off the rails. Sparks off the bumper cars, and no one bails. There's a switch under my hand that runs the power to the grid. I can bring it up or take it down a notch. Nobody ever notices, but I have run this right for the shy ones and the loud ones, and I watch. When it's 2 kids and a Tuesday, I will keep it low and slow. When it's 40 on a Saturday, I won't. That's the whole art of it, and no one's ever asked me once, and I tell them if they did, but they don't. An hour of it maybe, and the tokens all run out. They go off toward the Midway, hollering and hoarse. The floor is scarred with rubber in 100 black half moons, and the ceiling keeps on sparking, off and on, of course. The ceiling of the bumper car tent is nothing but a grid. Sparks off the bumper cars come down like weather in the dark. Blue and quick and falling on the kids that never flinch. The floor is slick, the music's up an inch. The whole tent smells like ozone and the paint is off the rails. Sparks off the bumper cars, and no one bails. The last car goes in dead, and there's a kid who wants one more. I put a token in myself and let it go. He goes around alone out there with all the sparks above him, taking corners like a man who wants to know. Hey! Sawdust in my boots from the 1st of May to the fall. 19 towns and every one of them a gate, a lot of wall. I knocked them out on Sunday, and by Wednesday it's the same. I gave up on it somewhere back in Blaine. My wife can tell what state we're in by what comes off the floor. Sawdust in my boots and nothing more. I started on the teardown crew at 17 for cash. I was gonna do a season and then find myself a trade. The season's been some 40 years and I have never left, and I could not tell you exactly when I stayed. Sawdust in my boots from the 1st of May to the fall. 19 towns and every one of them a gate, a lot of wall. I knocked them out on Sunday and by Wednesday it's the same. I gave up on it somewhere back in Blaine. My wife can tell what state we're in by what comes off the floor. Sawdust in my boots and nothing more. There's men out here who are running from a thing they did back home. And there's men out here who never had a home to run out on. I'm the other kind, the kind that had a good one from the start, and still went out in April and was gone. Sawdust in my boots from the 1st of May to the fall. 19 towns and every one of them a gate, a lot of wall. I knocked them out on Sunday and by Wednesday it's the same. I gave up on it somewhere back in Blaine. My wife can tell what state we're in by what comes off the floor. Sawdust in my boots and nothing more. We winter down in Georgia where the trucks sit in a row. I paint and weld and order parts and sleep inside a bed. By February, I am standing in the yard and looking north, with the whole route laid out inside my head. Sawdust in my boots from the 1st of May to the fall. 19 towns and every one of them a gate, a lot of wall. I knocked them out on Sunday and by Wednesday it's the same. I gave up on it somewhere back in Blaine. My wife can tell what state we're in by what comes off the floor. Sawdust in my boots and nothing more. People ask me what I do, and I say rides and they say oh. And then they ask me if the games are fixed and laugh. I tell them about the wheel and how it comes apart in 9, and they nod at me and only hear the half. It isn't a career and it is not a bit of art. It's a field and then a town and then a field. But there's 20,000 people every summer on my ride, and they all came down whole, and that is real. My boy came out one summer when he turned about 15. He worked the whole route with me and never once complained. And at the end of it he told me it was not the life for him. And I said good and put him on the train. Sawdust in my boots from the 1st of May to the fall. 19 towns and every one of them a gate, a lot of wall. I knocked them out on Sunday and by Wednesday it's the same. I gave up on it somewhere back in Blaine. My wife can tell what state we're in by what comes off the floor. Sawdust in my boots and nothing more. The sawdust gets in everything, the truck, the bed, the mail. I found some in a Bible I have carried 20 many years. It's what the whole thing smells like when I think about it later. Sawdust and diesel and the noise and cheers.
Last call on the Ferris wheel, the tallest thing in town. One more time around for anybody standing there. $2 and a look at all the air. The bulbs will go to nothing when the generator drops. Last ride of the night before it stops. Got a voice for this, I got it from my father. It carries to the corn without a horn and never breaks. I don't say it like a salesman, I just say it like it's true, because it is and everybody waits. Last ride of the night, come on up, we're going round. Last call on the Ferris wheel, the tallest thing in town. One more time around for anybody standing there. $2 and a look at all the air. The bulbs will go to nothing when the generator drops. Last ride of the night before it stops. A 1, a 2, and here we go. The gondolas swing out. 14 cars and every one of them is full of somebody. The couple in the top car is a couple by tomorrow, and they will tell it wrong for 50 years. Last ride of the night, come on up, we're going round. Last call on the Ferris wheel, the tallest thing in town. One more time around for anybody standing there. $2 and a look at all the air. The bulbs will go to nothing when the generator drops. Last ride of the night before it stops. When the night is nearly through, too early and they wander off and think there's time for more. Too late and you are hollering to nobody at all. I have called it right since 1974. Last ride of the night, come on up, we're going round. Last call on the Ferris wheel, the tallest thing in town. One more time around for anybody standing there. $2 and a look at all the air. The bulbs will go to nothing when the generator drops. Last ride of the night before it stops. There's a thing that happens on a wheel when you get up above, where people who have not talked all year will speak. The count is laid out under them in lights and squares of dark, and they find their own house and their own street. I keep them up there past the time the ticket ever bought, and nobody's complained in 40 years. Then I bring them down in order, and I say it once again. Last ride of the night. And there's the cheers. the Ferris wheel, the tallest thing in town. One more time around for anybody standing there. $2 and a look at all the air. The bulbs will go to nothing when the generator drops. Last ride of the night before it stops. A 1, a 2, and here we go. The last car swinging down. The lever's got a shutter in it now. I hang the chain across the gate and pull the master switch, and the wheel stands there dark and takes a bow.
Up above the ring toss, there's a wall of yellow eyes. Prize bears nobody won, and they have seen 100 skies. The sun has faded half of them, the top row worst of all. They have gone from Bismarck down to Mobile in the fall. They swing there in the wind like something waiting on a name. Prize bears nobody won, and it's a shame. There's a big one in the middle that has been there 7 years. Nobody's ever got the rings to lay across the pegs. He's the one that brings them over, and he's never going home. He is wired up there and hanging by his legs. Up above the ring toss, there's a wall of yellow eyes. Prize bears nobody won, and they have seen 100 skies. The sun has faded half of them, the top row worst of all. They have gone from Bismarck down to Mobile in the fall. They swing there in the wind like something waiting on a name. Prize bears nobody won, and it's a shame. The little ones go quick, we give them out by the dozen. Anybody stands there patient enough, we'll take one home. The medium ones are honest, you can win them with an arm, and a decent night will empty half the room. Up above the ring toss, there's a wall of yellow eyes. Prize bears nobody won, and they have seen 100 skies. The sun has faded half of them, the top row worst of all. They have gone from Bismarck down to Mobile in the fall. They swing there in the wind like something waiting on a name. Prize bears nobody won, and it's a shame. A man came through in Kansas with a shoulder like a gun. He won 11 bears and gave them out down the road. He handed them to strangers, and he never kept a one. And I comped him every game the whole night through. Up above the ring toss, there's a wall of yellow eyes. Prize bears nobody won, and they have seen 100 skies. The sun has faded half of them, the top row worst of all. They have gone from Bismarck down to Mobile in the fall. They swing there in the wind like something waiting on a name. Prize bears nobody won, and it's a shame.
Every one of them is somebody's almost. If you think somebody stood there with $1 and they came up short. Some kid pointed at the big one and his father tried for 8, and they walked away with something they had bought. There's more almost in this business than there ever is a win. That's the arithmetic, and everybody knows. And still they come and put their money down and take the ring, and that's the finest thing about it, I suppose. That don't get one get boxed on Sunday with the rest. They ride inside the same crate for another 1,000 miles. By September you can tell the year a bear came into stock, by the color and the dust up in the piles. Up above the ring toss there's a wall of yellow eyes. Prize bears nobody won, and they have seen 100 skies. The sun has faded half of them, the top row worst of all. They have gone from Bismarck down to Mobile in the fall. They swing there in the wind like something waiting on a name. Prize bears nobody won, and it's a shame. On the last night I take the big one down and dust him off, and I give him to whoever's kid is last. Nobody won him ever, and he's going to a house, and the wall is empty for the first time at last. Somewhere after 10 the crowd goes out of it like air. The Midway slows down and you can hear the generators there. The barkers stop their hollering and lean back on the frames. Everybody's standing, knows each other's names. The lights are all still burning, but there's nobody to see, and the Midway slows down easy like the sea. The little kids are gone by then, they've cried and they've been carried. The teenagers have paired off somewhere back behind the tents. What's left are the old men and the ones who work the joints, and a couple walking slow along the fence. Somewhere after 10 the crowd goes out of it like air. The Midway slows down and you can hear the generators there. The barkers stop their hollering and lean back on the frames. Everybody's standing, knows each other's names. The lights are all still burning, but there's nobody to see, and the Midway slows down easy like the sea. The music doesn't stop, but it gets thinner somehow far. The ring-toss man is counting up his quarters in a cup. A dog is going down the road for popcorn on the ground.
The Midway slows down and you can hear the generators there. The barkers stop their hollering and lean back on the frames. Everybody's standing, knows each other's names. The lights are all still burning, but there's nobody to see. And the Midway slows down easy, like the sea. This is the hour I would show somebody if they asked what it is I do and why I never left it for a trade. It isn't the machines and it is not the money either. It's the light on 20 acres that we made. Somewhere after 10 the crowd goes out of it like air. The Midway slows down and you can hear the generators there. The barkers stop their hollering and lean back on the frames. Everybody's standing, knows each other's names. The lights are all still burning, but there's nobody to see. And the Midway slows down easy, like the sea. People think a fair is loud, and for 6 hours it is. But the part that keeps me coming back is quiet as a barn. It's the hour and it's ours again. The ones who put it up, the lights all on, and no one left to charm. We sit up on the fenders and we pass around the code, and nobody says much about the day. Tomorrow there's 100 miles and 30 tons to load, but not yet, not tonight, not while it plays. The wheel goes around with 2 cars full and 10 of them gone empty. The horses on the carousel go by without a rider on. The corn dog stand shuts off the fryer and the smell goes thin, and you can smell alfalfa coming on. Somewhere after 10 the crowd goes out of it like air. The Midway slows down and you can hear the generators there. The barkers stop their hollering and lean back on the frames. Everybody's standing, knows each other's names. The lights are all still burning, but there's nobody to see. And the Midway slows down easy, like the sea. The Midway slows down slower, and the last few walk it out. 2 back, 2 and quiet, and no hurry to be gone. The bulbs above them make that hum they make when nothing's on, and the whole night takes its time to carry on. beside the pond. Fireworks over the fairground and beyond. They shoot them off the ball field from a trailer full of sand. Two brothers and a permit and a case of road flares. They've been doing it since '81 and never lost a hand, which is more than you can say for county fairs. Fireworks over the fairground and the whole Midway goes still. Everybody's face turned up and lit from the gate up to the hill. We cut the music, stop the rides, we shut the fryers down. 10 minutes when there's nothing else in town. The county fire truck is parked out there beside the pond. Fireworks over the fairground and beyond. It starts up slow, 3 singles and a pause that runs too far. Somebody always says it isn't going to be much, and then the sky comes open and the sound comes off the barns, and nobody says anything as such. Fireworks over the fairground and the whole Midway goes still. Everybody's face turned up and lit from the gate up to the hill. We cut the music, stop the rides, we shut the fryers down. 10 minutes when there's nothing else in town. The county fire truck is parked out there beside the pond. Fireworks over the fairground and beyond. The kids down front are lying on their backs across the grass. The old ones stay in lawn chairs by the trucks up on the rise. Everybody's neck is bent the same way for 10 minutes in a county where they don't agree on much. Fireworks over the fairground and the whole Midway goes still. Everybody's face turned up and lit from the gate up to the hill. We cut the music, stop the rides, we shut the fryers down. 10 minutes when there's nothing else in town. The county fire truck is parked out there beside the pond. Fireworks over the fairground and beyond. I have seen it from the top car of the wheel, alone at rest, which is the best seat in the county, and it's mine. The whole crowd underneath me, with their faces going gold, and the first big one comes up over the line. For that 10 minutes, nobody's a stranger or a mark. There's no tickets and there's nothing being sold. It's a field of people looking up together at the same, and I'm 40 feet above them, and I'm old. The finale takes the whole thing up and
summer trails. Fireworks over the fairground, and the whole Midway goes still. Everybody's face turned up and lit, from the gate up to the hill. We cut the music, stop the rides, we shut the fryers down. 10 minutes when there's nothing else in town. The county fire truck is parked out there beside the pond. Fireworks over the fairground and beyond. The last one breaks and everybody claps at empty sky, the way they do, like something could be heard. The rides come back on, one by one. The fryers start again, and the whole fair takes a breath and says a word.
The carousel runs late tonight, the last one going round. Vern won't shut the organ down while anybody's around. The horses have their names in brass, they're older than the state. He gives out one more turn and then one more, and it gets late. The band organ has 3 notes gone, and it don't care at all. The carousel runs late, and that is all. Vern is running since his uncle left it to him in a will. 42 horses, 2 chariots, and a rabbit at the back. The rabbit is the one the little ones will wait in line to get, and he'll hold the whole thing up to sit them on the track. The carousel runs late tonight, the last one going round. Vern won't shut the organ down while anybody's around. The horses have their names in brass, they're older than the state. He gives out one more turn and then one more, and it gets late. The band organ has 3 notes gone, and it don't care at all. The carousel runs late, and that is all. The organ plays 11 songs, and every one of them is old. There's a waltz in there that no one's heard outside this ride. I have got it in my head from May to Christmas every year, and I'd have it no other way beside. The carousel runs late tonight, the last one going round. Vern won't shut the organ down while anybody's around. The horses have their names in brass, they're older than the state. He gives out one more turn and then one more, and it gets late. The band organ has 3 notes gone, and it don't care at all. The carousel runs late, and that is all. Midnight there's 4 riders, and he takes them round for free. A father with a sleeping kid, 2 teenagers and a man. The man is maybe 60, and he's riding by himself on the outside horse, the biggest one and grand. The carousel runs late tonight, the last one going round. Vern won't shut the organ down while anybody's around. The horses have their names in brass, they're older than the state. He gives out one more turn and then one more, and it gets late. The band organ has 3 notes gone, and it don't care at all. The carousel runs late, and that is all. Everything out here is speed, that's most of what we sell. The whip, the scrambler, everything that throws you at the rail. Vern's ride goes 11 miles an hour, tops, and always has. And his line at 8 o'clock is never small. There's something in a thing that turns without a place to be, that the county understands, and I do too. You come back around to where you started, and you're glad, and that's the whole of what I ever knew. The last turn is the slow one, and the organ winds down flat. The mirrors in the middle throw the lights around the tent. Vern stands there with his hand up on the brass and lets it coast, and nobody gets off until it's spent. The carousel runs late tonight, the last one going round. Vern won't shut the organ down while anybody's around. The horses have their names in brass, they're older than the state. He gives out one more turn and then one more, and it gets late. The band organ has 3 notes gone, and it don't care at all. The carousel runs late, and that is all. He shuts the organ off at 1, and every light goes down. The horses stand there mid-stride in the dark. The rabbit's at the back with his ears up like he's listening, and Vern goes to his trailer through the park. The last turn is the slow one, and the organ winds down flat. The mirrors in the middle throw the lights around the tent. Vern stands there with his hand up on the brass and lets it coast, and nobody gets off until it's spent. The Vern is running since his uncle left it to Linville.
The tents come off at daylight, and the wheel comes down at 9. Down the road to the next town, with the whole thing in a line. 11 trucks and 30 tons in every boat we own. 200 miles of county road. sleeping, and they'll come out here at noon. They'll find a ring of flattened grass and one lost rubber ball, and they'll say the whole thing left them much too soon. The tents come off at daylight, and the wheel comes down at 9, down the road to the next town, with the whole thing in a line. 11 trucks and 30 tons and every boat we own. 200 miles of county road alone. The field behind us goes right back to being just a field, down the road to the next town and the wheel. I do the wheel myself with 2 men helping on the crane. 9 sections and the hub, and every bolt back in its box. My father's numbers still are on the pieces painted white, and I read them like a man reads his own watch. The tents come off at daylight, and the wheel comes down at 9, down the road to the next town, with the whole thing in a line. 11 trucks and 30 tons and every boat we own. 200 miles of county road alone. The field behind us goes right back to being just a field, down the road to the next town and the wheel. There's a diner on the highway where we always stop at 6. Eggs for 11 men and coffee going round. The waitress knows the year by us. We come the same week always, and we leave more on the table than the rest of this whole town. The tents come off at daylight, and the wheel comes down at 9, down the road to the next town, with the whole thing in a line. 11 trucks and 30 tons and every boat we own. 200 miles of county road alone. The field behind us goes right back to being just a field, down the road to the next town and the wheel. The Ferris wheel turns once more in a different county line. The sparks come off the bumper cars in somebody else's tent. There'll be fireworks over the fairground on a Saturday out there, and a whole town coming out to see it spent. It's the same 11 trucks and the same 20,000 bulbs, and it never gets one bit less new to me. 40 years of putting up a light where there was none, and taking it back down and going free. By 2 o'clock, we're pulling into somebody else's field. Alfalfa cut the same way, and a gate out on the road. The gate man there is somebody there'll be lights up on the road. The tents come off at daylight and the wheel comes down.